So guys, this is the third film in this series, but you actually shot this one and the fourth one back to back, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys are wrapped, you're done with these characters. How does that feel?
Bittersweet. Bittersweet, yeah. Bittersweet is a very good word to describe how it feels. The nice thing is, though, it doesn't ever feel like it's actually done because we're still here talking to you. Hopefully we'll be back here next year for the fourth one. And I'm sure it will never be done. We'll always do some stuff to, you know, continue the journey somehow.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say you're going to miss the most about each other?
To be honest, we've said this, I think, I don't think it'll be very rare that I have the opportunity to work with another person on the same 4 films. So the fact that we were able to bring the same characters to life, and it was both of our first lead role, and therefore like to have that journey of, you know, your first 4 lead movies essentially, to have someone else on the journey with you is I don't know, I don't have anything to compare it to, but it's lovely, and I'll definitely miss that.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Okay, so look, in the previous 2 films, we know that Tessa and Hardin, they got the intensity thing going on. So in this film, out of 10, how intense is their relationship?
11.
You said you both said that.
You knew we were going to say that. You set that one up.
No, I did. You both said it. Okay, so why 11?
Well, I think we started at 10, didn't we? So like, you can only go up from there, really. I feel like we started at 10 intensity, or they did. Sorry, go on, Joe.
No, just I think the steaminess, and you know the number of those scenes and the relationship and the intensity of it. It can only go up from here.
Yeah, you know, I mean, those scenes, people love those scenes. You know, when you're doing like a third and a fourth, are they just like, all right, let's do it? Like, is there any like nerves or anything? Are you so used to scenes like that you just know what you're doing?
I think you get used to it, and when you're shooting so many scenes, because we shot 3 and 4 intertwined with one another, when you have so many scenes, it just really does feel like another scene. There's nothing to be nervous about because you have 7 of them, you know.
Yeah. So you just kind of, definitely are used to that. So the fandom surrounding your characters, the videos made online of both of your characters, I'm sure you've seen them. Is that always surprising or still overwhelming that you have that kind of level of dedication to these characters that you're playing?
I'm really impressed, I think, by people's talent when it comes to the artwork and drawing. I see that stuff and I'm like, you know, somebody should hire you to poster. You know what I mean? Like, I think just the talent is very impressive, and the dedication and the passion.
Yeah. Hero, what's the most impressive thing you've received from a fan?
I've actually, I was lucky enough to, when we were in Bulgaria, I did an interview and I actually like showed it, but it's still to this day is the same thing. There's a picture of my late dog that passed away. Someone made it like a really cool, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was like card used to make artwork essentially. But so hard to explain, but the card is kind of, it's not flat on the frame, but it's coming out of the frame. I can't even do it justice with words. It was an incredible art piece, just as Joe said. The talent amongst the fan base is insane. I'm so grateful. It's not just that I've got a bunch of hats, t-shirts, stuff that I wear and love, and super, super grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so wild. What was really fun to see in the trailer here, we got to see you punch Stephen Moyer. What was that moment like for you?
Wish I got to hear him in real life. I wish I actually got to hear him. Because we're close enough now. We're close enough now that he will annoy me to that extent sometimes. But no, I love Steve. I learned so much from him. Such an honor, you know, playing opposite him. And we've linked. I shot something in Wales, and he was shooting in Wales as well. And he drove down to where my hotel was, and we watched the West Ham game together there. We watched one while we were shooting as well. So yeah, I'd love to work with Steve again, and all my experiences with him, including punching him in the face, were massively enjoyable, yeah.
Josephine, what was your experience like with him? Not the punching.
Well, we didn't have the kind of scenes that they had.
Yeah.
But he's great. He's the best. Like, everyone in this cast is just so wonderful, and they're watching football together or soccer together, and we're playing Monopoly Deal in the corner. Great cast.
It does feel like a family, actually, looking back. It was like a family atmosphere, you know?
Yeah.
It was nice.
That's so special. Like, that's amazing. Like, I can only imagine you signing on to the first film and you're just like, okay, let's see what people think. And then 4 films later. Is that surreal?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we just lucked out, and especially because it was Bulgaria and it was COVID, then we got so lucky to get along with everyone when you're kind of stuck there and you have to find a way to pass the time.
Yeah. Okay. So if ever, because listen, you know, people love reboots, it happens so quickly. Would you be interested in exploring these characters like 20 years down the road? Would you want to see like what they're up to? And if they're together?
I would say never say never.
I think that would be so sick. I would love to see what happens with Harden in 20 years. I can't even, yeah, that'd be interesting for sure.
Cool. Well, nice talking to you guys. Congratulations. I can't wait to see the 4th one. I'm such a fan of the first 2. So yeah, really pumped.
Thanks.
Thank you, Morgan.